Tales from the Café. Tales from the Café is the second book in Toshikazu Kawaguchi's magical series about a unique Tokyo cafe that allows customers to time travel. Located in a small back alley, Café Funiculi has been serving coffee for over 100 years and offers patrons the extraordinary chance to revisit moments from their past. The book follows 4 different time travelers, each with a deeply personal reason for their journey. A man who visits his best friend who died 22 years ago, a son who couldn't attend his mother's funeral, a terminally ill man who travels to the future to ensure his loved one's happiness, a retiring policeman who meets his late wife on a birthday he previously missed. While time travel seems magical, the cafe has strict rules. Travelers must remain seated, finish their coffee before it gets cold, and can only visit people who have been to the cafe before. The stories are interconnected, offering emotional depth and exploring themes of loss, closure, and personal. First tale. The first tale in Tales from the Café by Toshikazu Kawaguchi is titled The Best Friend and centers around Gotaro Chiba. Gotaro visits Funiculi, the magical Tokyo cafe that allows time travel, with the intention of going back 22 years to meet his best friend, Shuichi Kamiya. Gotaro and Shuichi's friendship began in high school, where they played rugby together. After losing touch for some time, they reconnected when Gotaro was at his lowest point. Gotaro had gone bankrupt due to a bad business deal and ended up homeless. When Shuichi learned of Gotaro's situation, he immediately offered help, giving Gotaro a job at his restaurant and helping him get back on his feet. A year after this act of kindness, tragedy struck. Shuichi and his wife were killed in a car accident, leaving behind their 1-year-old daughter, Haruka. Gotaro, feeling indebted to Shuichi for his earlier help, made the decision to raise Haruka as his own daughter. Now, 22 years later, Haruka is about to get married. This impending event has triggered Gotaro's visit to the cafe, as he feels compelled to finally reveal the truth about Haruka's parentage. Gotaro has been carrying the weight of this secret and the guilt of his deception for over 2 decades. At the cafe, Gotaro follows the strict rules for time travel. 1. He can only meet people who have visited the cafe before. 2. He must remain seated in the designated chair. 3. He has to finish his coffee before it gets cold, or risk dire consequences. During his journey to the past, Gotaro meets Shuichi and explains the situation. He intends to record a video message from Shuichi for Haruka, hoping it will soften the blow of the truth. Shuichi, upon learning about the future and Gotaro's dedication to raising Haruka, urges Gotaro to embrace happiness rather than continue feeling guilty. This conversation provides Gotaro with a sense of closure and the courage to move forward. The tale explores themes of friendship, responsibility, guilt, and the complexities of family relationships. It highlights how confronting the past can be a cathartic experience, allowing individuals to find peace and move forward with their lives. Second tale. The second tale in Tales from the Café by Toshikazu Kawaguchi is titled Mother and Son, and focuses on Yukio Mita, the brother of cafe regular Kyoko Kojima. Yukio visits Café Funiculi to travel back in time to see his recently deceased mother, Kinuyo. The story unfolds as follows. Yukio and his sister Kyoko have become estranged due to a misunderstanding. Kyoko did not inform Yukio that their mother was in the hospital, as per Kinuyo's wishes to not worry her son. This decision has left Yukio feeling hurt and excluded from his mother's final moments. Yukio's life has taken a difficult turn. He is an aspiring potter who has recently gone bankrupt after being conned by a would-be investor. The combination of his economic troubles and his mother's death has left him in a state of deep despair. When Yukio travels to the past, his initial intention is dark. He plans to let his coffee go cold, effectively choosing to die by suicide rather than return to the present. This showcases the depth of his emotional turmoil and the weight of his recent experiences. However, the conversation with his mother proves to be transformative. During his visit to the past, Yukio experiences a profound personal change. The details of their conversation are not explicitly provided, but it's clear that the interaction with his mother gives him a new perspective on his life and struggles. As a result of this meeting, Yukio makes a crucial decision. Instead of letting his coffee go cold, he chooses to drink it and return to the present. This action symbolizes his choice to continue living and face his challenges. Upon returning to the present, Yukio's outlook has dramatically shifted. He feels newly hopeful and is inspired to make positive changes in his life and career. The time travel experience has given him the strength and motivation to move forward, despite his recent hardships. This tale explores themes of family relationships, grief, despair, and the power of connection. It demonstrates how confronting the past and having meaningful conversations with loved ones can provide healing and renewed purpose, even in the face of seemingly insurmountable difficulties. Third tale. The third tale in Tales from the Café, by Toshikazu Kawaguchi is titled, The Lovers, and is unique as it's the only story in the book where a character travels into the future. 5. The story centers around a terminally ill man who decides to use the café's time travel ability to visit the future. His purpose is to see the woman he loves and ensure that she leads a happy life after his death. This tale explores themes of love, mortality, and selflessness. The protagonist's main concern is not his own fate, but rather the future happiness of his beloved. By traveling forward in time, he hopes to find peace in knowing that his passing won't prevent her from finding joy and contentment in life. The story likely delves into the complexities of love and loss, examining how the knowledge of impending death affects relationships. It may also touch on the idea of letting go and the importance of allowing loved ones to move forward after a significant loss. As with other stories in the book, the time traveler must adhere to the café's strict rules, including remaining seated and finishing the coffee before it gets cold. This journey into the future adds a new dimension to the café's time travel capabilities, expanding the narrative possibilities within the series. Through this tale, Kawaguchi continues to explore the human desire to alter or glimpse different timelines, while ultimately reinforcing the importance of accepting life's inevitabilities and finding peace in the present. Fourth tale. The fourth tale in Tales from the Café, by Toshikazu Kawaguchi, titled, The Married Couple, offers a poignant exploration of regret and the longing for closure. In this story, Kiyoshi Manda, a detective nearing retirement, visits Café Funicula with the intention of traveling back in time to see his wife, who passed away 30 years ago. His primary goal is to give her a birthday gift, which he had failed to do due to work obligations at the time of her death. Kiyoshi has been burdened with guilt for 3 decades, believing he is responsible for his wife's death. He had promised to meet her at the café but was delayed by work. Tragically, after leaving the café alone, she was murdered during a mugging. This tale is significant because it marks the first time Miki, the café owner's daughter, serves the time-traveling coffee, filling in for Kazu, the usual waitress, who is unable to work due to her pregnancy. When Kiyoshi finally meets his wife in the past, she is initially emotional and fears that he might be planning to end their relationship. Kiyoshi reassures her by revealing that he intended to discuss leaving his job to prioritize their relationship, expressing his happiness in their marriage. Upon returning to the present, Kiyoshi shares his experience with Kazu. He reflects on his decision to time travel and investigates why other patrons chose to do the same, which adds depth to his character. Ultimately, Kiyoshi's journey leads him to embrace happiness rather than remain trapped in guilt. He encourages Kazu to adopt a similar mindset, highlighting the parallels in their situations. This tale intricately weaves themes of regret, the importance of closure, and the transformative power of confronting the past. It also serves as a crucial moment for Kazu's character development, connecting to the broader narrative of the book. Conclusion. Tales from the Café, by Toshikazu Kawaguchi is a poignant collection of 4 interconnected stories centered around the magical Café Funicula in Tokyo, where patrons can travel through time. Each tale explores themes of love, loss, regret, and redemption as characters confront their past or glimpse their future. From Gotaro's journey to meet his deceased best friend and discuss his adopted daughter's parentage, to Yukio's life-changing conversation with his late mother, to a terminally ill man's selfless trip to the future for his lover's sake, and finally to Kiyoshi's chance to give his wife a birthday gift 30 years after her death. The book weaves a tapestry of human emotions and second chances. Throughout these stories, Kawaguchi emphasizes the importance of cherishing present moments, finding closure, and choosing happiness, all while adhering to the cafe's strict time travel rules. The book not only entertains with its magical premise but also offers profound insights into the human condition and the healing power of confronting one's past. Thank you for watching.